Okay, are we
There
live?
we go. Yeah, that's what it's saying
Cool. Does it show it on there?
here. Um, yes, here we go. We're good.
Cool, cool. All right. So I'm guessing if anybody pops in, I'll just see them over here on the side.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
All right. For anybody watching this video, I've never done this before, and I had a video all set and ready days ago, and as soon as we went to go live, it said it was deleted from YouTube. So
Yeah,
who
it's
knows?
weird.
Oh, hey, there's Steve Sith Lord.
Yep, that's
What
Steve.
kind of mayhem is happening? Hey, well, the mayhem is we're repping spine ticks on this show.
Mine's dirty. I don't have it. I dropped the spine ticks ball on this one.
All right.
Oh
Well,
man.
for all my past subscribers who stuck with this channel through all the times I didn't upload anything, thank you. I know most of you are here because of my travel videos. Some of you are here just because I don't know, you like the stuff that me and my wife have done, the travel and trying root beer and unboxing, whatever we've done on here. But thank you guys for watching. I've got Al Picknell here. Picknell, right?
Yep. Now, yeah.
Picknell. All right. And I got Al here, and he's from the Spine Tick Show. It is a YouTube streaming show with a panel of people that just sit and talk about comics. You know, they really laid back. You guys can check them out on Saturdays at 11 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah. 11 p.m. Eastern.
So it's an hour to kill if you guys want to check that out. I'm not sure how many in my community like comics. I know there are some of you because a few people have reached out since I made the announcement saying that I'm going to start doing some comic stuff. I mean, this channel is going to be like maybe 5-10% comics at most, but it's fun. So anyway, it's going to be really laid back. What we're going to do is Al's going to start telling me his history with comics, like back from when he first got into comics, the waves he's rode and where he is now, and then we'll kind of contrast that with me. So Al, if you want to start, like maybe you could like tell your age if you don't mind.
Well, let's see. What's the date today? It's the 6th, right?
Yeah.
So in 10 days, I will be 41 years old.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So I'm getting there. It's almost the end for me, I think, but hey, it's okay. No. I am from New Hampshire in a small town called Ringe, New Hampshire. It's a very small town. We're on the border of Massachusetts. It's pretty cool. I'm married. I have, oh God, a lot of kids. My oldest one is 21 now.
Oh man.
Yeah,
so that's between you and me. I'm 31. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm 32. God damn.
And she blessed me with my first grandchild back in March.
Awesome.
Which makes me feel really old.
Yeah, 41 with grandkids.
Yeah, dude. And then my son, he's 15. He's going to be 16. He's my heart and soul right there. He was diagnosed at age 2 with autism and everything. So he's been awesome though.
I have a half brother that has autism.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So yeah, it's a road. But and then my next daughter, she's 11 years old, and my stepdaughter is about to turn 8. So it's a big house over here. It's a full house.
I made you have that much quiet.
Yeah. I know. It is. It's crazy right now.
So for anybody who's watching this that has actually seen Spine Ticks, you got to wonder why he has this like black background, because it's the middle of the day, right? But when he does Spine Ticks, it's like the middle of the night and the sun is still up for some reason.
I know, man. It's that. Oh yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, so like I basically got in the comics. I want to say, well, I bought my first comic book when I was probably 8, and it was at the A&P. So, which is like a super market and all that stuff, you know. And it was Captain America number 350, So it was the issue with Agent Captain America with the other guy, and they're just, I don't have one
That's really
anymore.
awesome that you remember that, because when we get to meet, I'm not going to be able to tell you my first comic.
Right? I'm shocked I do. So yeah, this MacBook's acting weird. I didn't really get actively into comic books until my parents and I were on a road trip down to the Air Force Base in Myrtle Beach back in '91. I want to say it was, and we were going to visit my mom's best friend from high school, and we stopped at a Walmart on the way, and I wanted to buy an electronic video game. I don't know exactly what the hell, but it was like a Tiger handheld one.
Game.
Yeah. And my dad said no, and I whined, and he bought me a package of Batman, and it was actually a package right here. Batman number 434, number 435.
Oh, it's not like Batman goes to
446.
Russia.
Yeah.
It's got like Vladimir Lenin on it, really?
Yeah, exactly. Right. And yeah, so, and this was it right here. Now, these aren't the exact ones I had when I was smaller, but and I sat there and I read them over and over and over again, and I was hooked after that. I just really liked Batman. It was kind of dark, it was Batman, and it was really awesome, so that's what got me into it. And
how old were you in '91?
Oh, I want to say I was like maybe around 12, maybe.
Okay. What's really interesting about this already is the years are not much different, because I actually started with comics much younger.
Oh, really? Oh, nice, dude.
So yeah, like not too far down. Like that was after Lennon left the Beatles. But yeah, like the years would be, man, I'm thinking 94 probably for me to get into it. 95.
Yep.
Like 6,
Nice. Yeah.
7. Like it was some of my first reading material.
That's cool.
But go ahead. Next, what happened next? Like you just kind of went down that road and just comics every week or once a month?
Well, see, I was in a small town and stuff, so we didn't really have any options. Like, there really wasn't any comic book stores around, so I had the same issues over and over and over again, which stunk. But my science teacher in the 5th grade and stuff, he opened up a shop, and it was really awesome. So I would go down there maybe every Wednesday, and I'd buy, Batman. Well, almost, I'd say about a year and a half after that, he got ill. So we didn't have it anymore. So it kind of stunk. And then I moved to Concord, which is a larger city. And we had a shop there. And me and my buddies would go down there every Saturday. And we would buy books and cards and everything like that, And I'd say that was probably in like 94 or so, around that time. Yeah. And then high school, I stopped because it was like, oh, he's a nerd, he's a geek, It was high school. So I was like, no, I don't like that stuff, that's just dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I picked it back up, probably say around 99, and I got into it again, and I went in and I bought like a lot of stuff. Like I had a New Mutants 98. I had a bunch of awesome like key issues that I had hooked up with. Weird, sorry. But then I'd say I had about 2,500 books around '08.
Oh my
And
God.
yeah.
You've actually in that time period alone, you've blown away my old collection and the current one. Like, straight
Oh
up.
wow, yeah, right.
But I may have read that many because we'll get
Yeah,
to
right.
that. But go ahead.
And then I the Marvel started up with the Civil War storyline, and I had everything. I had all the tie-ins. I had like the whole thing all complete.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty cool, but
I credit that with bringing like Marvel Avengers into like the mainstream. I
Oh
think that's
God,
the
yeah,
Warrior
yeah.
stuff because you had your little niche normies that like Spider-Man and your niche normies that like Captain America
Yeah.
and niche normies that like and then they all just sort of started liking Civil War.
Exactly, and like it helped like introduce everybody to like the Fantastic Four again, the Hulk, the She-Hulk, and like Captain America and such. It was really awesome. It was cool. But then I lost all of my books in 2009.
No, wait, define lost. We'll see if it's the same loss that I had happen.
No, I had a messy breakup with my ex.
Okay.
And I was at work one day on a Monday, and she threw all my books out in a dumpster.
All right, that's straight bullshit.
which got emptied out every Monday afternoon and stuff while I was not home. So I got home, I went to pack up all my stuff. I was like, "Where's my books?" She was like, "I don't know." So that was rugged, and I didn't start back up again until 2017.
Okay.
So,
And where are you at collection wise now? Like volume, how much do you have?
I'm at, God, I'd say I'm past what I had then. Oh God, I'd say probably almost 4,000 now. So I went nuts.
I mean, I've got man, I've got a few hundred next to me right now, and that's just been in the last couple of months of just getting back into it.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes fast.
Like I said, the vast majority of it is stuff that I am reading. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a few questions, and then we'll go to my history with it. Were you a keep everything tidy collector, or did you just leave it stacked underneath the bed?
Nope. Well, when I was smaller, I had them everywhere. But when I got older, like age 12, I had them in bags, I had them in boards, I had them in boxes. So yeah.
Yeah, right on. The reason I asked that is because I had this conversation with Steve, Sith Lord Lee, for those of you who don't know. I had this conversation with him back whenever I first started getting back into it because I never had this conception of bagging and boarding and keeping it in a box and all that. Like that's just never. I'm not a collector anyway. I'm actually really minimalistic. I own more things right now than I've ever owned my whole life, and it ain't that much. But I'm just very minimalistic, and like I'm a books are meant to be read kind of a person.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Which I think you are too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But like, the way I differentiate it is that if it's something like super rare, super hard to find, then yeah, I was all on board with like, but I never had anything like that. But I was telling Steve, when I first got into this, I'm like, man, like you talk about these guys on YouTube, and I'm not even talking about you. I'm talking about people like Lords of the Unbox and stuff like that, which I think is a great show and everything.
Oh yeah, I love that show. It's awesome.
But they're more into like the speculation and the keep this being preserved. And I'm like, man, like my history with comic books, man, I ragged all those things, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like let's break this back open and make sure I can see everything. I want to see that.
Right.
I want to read all the speech bubbles. So, yeah, that's kind of where I come from with it. But as far as history goes, I was born in 1988, and I don't know what my first comic is, but I have a good idea. Actually, I think the very first one wasn't even it. This probably is wrong. It may not have even been like a straight up modern comic. I actually think it was a miniature hardback of hey, Azor's Tiger just came in, and my wife Liz
sweet.
popped in.
Oh, nice, awesome.
Yeah, my wife Liz popped in a little bit ago. She's at work, so she probably can't even hear or see. She probably just saw the live thing go and then jumped on for a second.
Awesome.
No, hey, no, she's on there. She's saying hey. Anyway, so yeah, hey, we have viewers. That's cool. But yeah, cool. Shout out to Azor's Tiger, man. Thanks. I'm gonna show.
Thanks.
You helped me find Azor's, but no. So I think my very first book was actually a miniature hardback version of the Night of the Sentinels from the X-Men animated series.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I know I had that, but I don't know if that was my first comic.
Yep.
But yeah, all that kind of stuff. Because like before I had paper comics, like my mom. I'm really into outside of like anything else in normal nerd culture. I'm like really into like classic TV, classic movies, stuff like that. And I really like 1960s stuff, like a lot. Like the older I get, the more I like Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, Hogan's Heroes,
over and over again, man.
Yeah, and all that kind of stuff. And the Batman show.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And then like the Munsters, Addams, I like all that stuff, man. Like, I mean, I really like 60s culture and all that, like pop culture and everything. But like, yeah, I definitely watched a lot of the Batman show. I think my first time ever seeing Batman, it all kind of melds together. So it was either Michael Keaton or Adam West. It was one of those two. And if not, it was very quickly sequential after each other. You know what I mean? Like, so, but my mom was into all that stuff with the TV shows and everything. So she always had like Batman on,
Awesome.
And so I knew what it was, but then like I got into like the early 90s Batman animated series.
Oh, dude, the best. The best.
I know. And my wife and I are actually watching that all right now. We're almost done with it right now. We got like 20 episodes left because she had she'd never seen it before. And
I love it.
So yeah, we just went through all that. And it's, yeah, so like between like, so I'm very much like you with the whole Batman thing, where that was kind of the real draw. But I also was really into X-Men, the animated series too.
Yeah,
I was into that, and I knew I wanted to get into comics like straight up. So like I had, man, I don't know number wise, but I had easily by the time I was 9 or 10, I probably had a waist high stack of just X-Men.
That's cool. Nice.
Yeah. And I mean literal stack. Like we're not talking no bags, no boards.
Right.
Like that. I mean, it was underneath the bed, just stacked. Like feel like reading one, reach down there, pull that thing out and ragdoll it. That's what I did with comics. Like,
that's awesome.
Yeah. And then let's see. I started to get like other things too, like Spider-Man. Like I did watch the Spider-Man animated series, but I don't think Spider-Man animated series is what got me into Spider-Man the way Batman and X-Men did. I think I saw Spider-Man like in the crossover episodes of X-Men.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, right.
And then I had some of the comics. Like I somehow, I don't know how, but there were a few just thrown in there with those X-Men ones that I had gotten. And I read those. And actually, funny enough, one of the ones I remember getting, I saw this. It's so crazy because like when I first started getting back into comics again, and Steve turned me on to like Lords of the Long Box, the very first time I watched Lords, one of their like top 10 picks or whatever was like the Spider-Man featuring Speedball.
Oh yeah, right.
And I straight up had that. Like I straight up had that like back in the day.
That's so cool. Yeah.
And so yeah, and actually, you showed off something a second ago. I'm going to show off something because I'm very much like you with the whole. You've got it, but you don't have the original copy. Like you got those Batmans that you got.
Yeah.
So I have something like that here. I should have brought this on hand. I'm gonna have to flip it. I got two short boxes next to me right now. And oh wow, I found that relatively easily. One of them.
Nice.
Oh yeah, here. So this is a comic that I straight up had that we're gonna get to the tragic story of what happened to it.
Oh no.
But it's like Jean Grey and
Yep.
Cyclops' wedding.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it's a great cover. But yeah, so I just found this about a month ago at a shop in my home city. I live in northern Indiana, well, kind of north central Indiana, but
Nice.
like I'm from southern Indiana. I'm from the very bottom point. Like my hometown, like you can walk out to the water, the river, and you can see Kentucky that way, and you can see Illinois that way.
Oh wow.
Like the very, very bottom point.
That's cool.
Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, I found this not too long ago. I'm like, I have to get it. It was only a couple bucks too, and I mean,
Right.
I am positive it's in like perfect condition. Like it looks great. The other one that I found, I was with Steve out in. This was in shout out to TNT Comics. Was it Tunes and Toys? I think.
Yeah.
I was with him there. Yeah, and I found.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Classic. Right.
Number one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah.
This is great. It's got the 50 on it.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So there's that. And actually, I'm really, really considering getting this graded.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't have any graded. So I'm because, like I said, I'm just
trying
to get into the comics, tunes, and toys. Thank you, Sith Lordly. Yeah, and so like I don't have any, but I want to get some, but I want to get them pressed and graded myself.
Yep.
And so this one is one I'm pretty sure will. Who knows? I might even do this one. I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
But and then I have a few grails I'm trying to get a hold of that I want to do. And my friend who used to be into comics a little bit, but not a lot. He's got a New Mutants 98 that's like perfect. And so he told me that if I get enough to send off, that he'll pay like a quarter of the cost to get it done if he can just like ride the wave by sending the New Mutants 98 with mine.
That's cool. Yeah. I mean,
so we'll probably do that. So yeah, there's that. And then, so anyway, so I was, into them, and I had some Wolverine standalone comics and, some Fantastic Four. And then like in that era, like when I was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like it was mostly X-Men with some Batman, a little bit of Spider-Man, all that sort of thing. But like I was really into like, I was a kid, so I was really into like the Super Friends cartoon.
Oh yeah,
reruns and everything.
Yeah,
so that kind of got me like I've never, like we discussed before we went on live here, I've never been a huge DC fan. Like it was either Batman or nothing, right? Yep. And but like the Super Friends show, like I liked Wonder Woman, and I like the Flash and everything. I've never been a big Green Lantern fan or anything, but I mean he was there, and all that. And I thought, I liked all that kind of stuff. And I'm really interested to see this Wonder Woman movie. I haven't seen the first one, by the way.
Dude, you got to see that, dude. That
was
wicked good.
We'll get to that with the movies thing. I'm glad you said that. We'll get to that. But the Wonder Woman thing interested me because them doing Cheetah, and I like how it looked. Because I remember Cheetah being all over the Super Friends cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, this is a movie that back in the 90s, they couldn't have made, because back then they either wanted to go hardcore campy with comics, like stay cool Batman and all that kind of crap. Either wanted to do that, or they wanted to do, they wanted to go super serious. Like we can't have it cartoonish at all. Like it's got to be a dead serious movie, Like so they would have never wanted to do Cheetah because they would have thought they couldn't have done it. But now the way they did Cheetah looks fine.
Oh, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it
looks really awesome.
So so I'm interested in that. But anyway, so like, I get to be about, I must have been, when that movie came out, I was probably 10 years old, 10, 11, whenever the first X-Men movie came out, the Fox X-Men movie.
Yeah.
And I went and saw that in the theater with my mom. And of course, I liked that one a lot. And then the Spider-Man movies came out with Tobey Maguire, and I really liked those a lot. Like even the third one, for all of its faults, had its moments. Like,
Oh yeah, it did.
yeah, it's still a lot better than a lot of what they were doing, and so and Daredevil and all that stuff. I saw all those movies and everything, and I was back and forth between like the comics and then that. And that was like, we're talking like I'm 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm not really buying new comics anymore, but I'm still into all the stuff. Like I'm still like, playing what was it that I used to play all the time with my friends, Marvel Ultimate Alliance on GameCube.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Playing that or yes, I'm watching watching movies, playing that, playing Maximum Carnage on Super Nintendo, stuff like that, and I'm with it. Like I like all the hero stuff and everything. I just wasn't getting a new comics, but my main comic book shop for my hometown was called Comic Quest. And this place is huge, right? That's where I used to get comics when I was younger. But I still went there a lot because they had a lot of tabletop gaming stuff, which I actually didn't get into until later on. But I used to like to look at it and see people playing it. They had a glass window you could look through and watch people playing like tabletop and everything.
Oh,
so
cool.
I would do that. And Pokemon cards. I was 12, 13. I was really into Pokemon cards, and all that. I would get the stuff there. So I was still around all of this stuff. And like we said earlier, like I'm a huge Star Wars fan, as are you.
Yeah.
And and I got more into like Star Wars novels. So I wasn't really doing the comics thing by the time I was like 12, 13, 14. I was reading like a Star Wars novel like every single month.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
So I kind of went down that route. And then when I was 17, I did something stupid. Did something really stupid.
Oh no.
I went to a store at the lowest point in comic book popularity and sold all of my comics for $15.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ouch. Yeah. That stinks.
Even by today's standard, the ones that weren't like first appearance or somebody dies or somebody gets married, like the Jean Grey one, even by today's standard, each one of those comics would go for $4 or $5. Like even the kept them in probably.
Yeah.
So that just sucks. But I didn't think I thought comics on the way out. I mean, you got to think, man. I was 17 in 2005. We thought that everything was going digital, and it was over.
Right.
And it's only the last like 4 or 5 years that's not been the case at all. It's going the opposite direction.
Right.
Yeah. So, anyway, back to the movie thing. Like, I watched all those movies like in the late 90s, early 2000s. But then when I was I was still going strong with Star Wars thing, and I was about maybe 19 or 20 years old, and there was the Star Wars group that would meet sometimes that I would go to, and they just talked about Star Wars. They read books, and like talk about the book. Like whenever something came out, they would like, what is that called? Cool. Reading club kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And, there was a guy there. I haven't seen this guy in years, man. This has been that was like 2007 or 8. It was like 2007. That's been a long time. So he had like this insight. This dude, you want to talk about nerddom? Okay, this dude had Mark Hamill's haircut from freaking A New Hope.
Really?
Yeah.
In 07? Like, oh man. That's crazy.
Yeah. But he had like the inside scoop. Like he knew a guy who was like I don't think he was a writer, but he was like a screenplay editor or something in Hollywood. So he had like all the scoop. Now realize this is like late 2007, maybe early 2008. I think it was early 2008. And he was telling me that when was it? It was right around this. It's sometime between 2007 and 2008. And he was telling us, he's like, yeah, my guy on the inside said that Marvel is, or that Disney is like rallying Marvel Studios. They're like, my phone's going off and it's probably spam. But he's like, they're rallying all of the stuff together. They're wanting to do a unified universe. And he goes, and they're going to start with Iron Man. And they've got a script for Thor. He's telling me all that stuff back then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it straight up happened, obviously. But
right.
I'm saying, the way Lords of the Long Box do it, if I had known what I know now then, I'd be going out there and my local comic shop in Evansville, Indiana, where I'm from, down near where I'm from, uh, you could buy at this time, 2007, 2008, like every single comic, like 50 cents, 75 cents, $1. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah.
like, I don't even think grading was really a thing very much back then.
Not really. It was really slow. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, if you had like, I mean, obviously, if you had, freaking Action Comics or freaking Detective 27 or something, but like, you know what I mean, like that. But that was worth something. But I mean, first appearance of Thor, you'd probably
Well,
buy.
like Tony Stark's was popular, but nothing like oh yeah, I have to have that. What the hell was it? Tales of Suspense, whatever the heck it was. But I mean, like, and now it's like this giant freaking have to have it, and it's expensive now, so it's crazy.
Yeah. If I had known what I know now, I would have went. I mean, seriously, I would have went in there and I would have bought every single thing in that store.
Right.
I mean, every single thing in that store. But yeah, that didn't happen. So anyway, so like, I'm an adult at this point, and I'm traveling a little bit and stuff. This is my early 20s. I was mostly like just traveling, like rental cars and Greyhound buses and stuff like that.
Nice.
So I wasn't, and I'm not a collector at all. Like, I'm still not. Like these things on my wall here, these are like the few trinkets that I care about. Like that, I add something every now and again, like a post or something like that. It's all the way around the room like that, really, with stuff like that. So I have more now than I ever did. I'm not a collector at all. I had a signed action figure from when I was in the 501st. For those of you who don't know, it's a Star Wars costuming group. I had the Jedi Shakti.
Yeah.
So I had like the tall, like a cylindrical figure of her, and I was at an event when I had my biker scout costume, and she was doing a signing at that event. So I had my wife Liz bring the figure down to the convention center, and I got her to sign it, and it's awesome.
That's
Even
so cool.
that I just gave to my friend who collects toys.
Really? Oh wow.
I happen to. The only reason I even had that is because there was a girl in the costuming group who had she did what is the character's name? She's really popular in the Clone Wars. Sorry, spoiler for anyone, but do you guys know, or do you know, Al? Do you know she's the Jedi, the young Jedi that like
Ahsoka?
No, the one that turned to the dark side, Ahsoka's friend.
Oh yeah. I think it was Barris, right?
Barris Ophi, yeah, Barris
Ophi, yeah.
So this girl, her dad was in the 501st with me, and she did costumes of just whatever. And she looked, I mean, she was about the age, she was like 14 or 15 at the time, which was Barris Ophi's age.
Yeah, right.
She looked exactly like Barris Ophi, like when she wore the makeup and the hood and everything. So for her birthday, 15th birthday, I actually got her the tall figure of Barris Ophi.
Cool.
And I got it at a flea market, and they happened to have the Shakti there. So I'm like, it's a few bucks. I'll grab it. It looks cool. I'll keep it for
right.
Barris Ophi. And then like 2 months later, I meet the figure.
That's so cool, man.
So anyway, yeah, but even then, like, I just don't collect stuff. I had it for a year or two on my shelf, and then I gave it to my friend that collects toys. So I'm just not a collector, but comics has changed for me because I'm at a point in my life now where I'm really into like this archivalist mindset.
Yeah.
Like I want to like, I don't want to diss on, and we're definitely not going to get political here, but I don't want to diss on everything that's coming out now with political correctness and all that kind of stuff. Because there is still good stuff out there. There is.
Yeah.
But like, I still want to capture stuff pre-2012. You know what I mean? Like that seems to be like the market before like people started going crazy with things.
Mm-hmm.
But like, so like watching older shows, like we're watching Batman Animated Series. I was in here watching some I Dream of Jeannie the other day.
That's a good one.
Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, and comics is like a tangible way for me to do that. Like I can read something 25, 30, 40 years ago, whatever, and still keep it, and I am, bagging and boarding now, but I wasn't. But so anyway, yeah, I didn't do anything until about 3 or 4 months ago. Steve was trying to talk me into getting back into comics and all that kind of stuff. And then I went out and visited him, and he took me to 2 really awesome shops, and I ended up walking away with like $100 worth of comics.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, came back here to Indiana, started hitting all the local shops. I found a really amazing shop in Indianapolis I love. I think I mentioned this on the Spine Ticks first episode when I was on there. It's called Comics Carnival.
Oh, cool.
Comic Carnival. Not comics, Comic Carnival.
Comic Carnival?
Yeah, I highly, highly recommend if you're ever in Indianapolis, anybody watching this, excuse me, to go check them out. They are one of the best. No, sorry, the Toys and Tunes or Tunes and Toys, whatever. They're the closest thing that I could think of to that. They're really neck and neck. I would say Comic Carnival is a little bit better with selection and organization.
Yeah.
But, Tunes wins with prices.
Nice.
So Tunes definitely has better. Comic Carnival still has good prices, but I really love that store. It's about an hour for me, so yeah, I really love that store. But anyway, yeah, so I started buying stuff up, local shops, and then I realized that one of the things I wanted to get into, since I'm doing the comic thing, is I really want really off the wall things. So, like, here's an example. There's a shop right down the street from me that I'm kind of, it's an all right shop. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite place. But I found stuff like this. Tex Avery cartoons in comics. Wolf and Red Volume 1, Wolf and Red Volume 2, and Wolf and Red Volume 3. I got all three of this set, and because I bought in cash, she discounted it by like 10% because I bought in cash. So I paid like,
oh, dude,
I think I paid $5 for these 3 books.
That's pretty cool, man.
And it's like, you don't find stuff like this hardly.
No,
anywhere.
you don't. Yeah.
And that's what I really love. So like, yeah, I want to get my X-Men and Batman and all that kind of stuff. I do. I have a lot of that in here, but I really like these more off the wall things like that. Like, let's see, we've talked about this before, I think off camera, but the Married with Children comics.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Azor's Tiger. Yeah, that's like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah, I think that inspired Jessica Rabbit, actually. It was read from those cartoons. Shout out to Azor's Tiger because he knew that I was at a shop about 2 months ago and I found this comic for $1. Married with Children with Kelly Bundy on the cover.
Yeah.
I want to get this whole set. So I want every comic in this this run. And I was at my hometown shop down in Evansville about a month ago, and I start finding them. Like I don't have them all here together in one spot, but that's one there. And, here's a bunch of them. So I start finding them like everywhere.
Oh, Christina Applegate.
Okay, so this one here, I'm gonna stick this off the top. I know. But check that out.
Oh, dude.
So I start finding like, it's Street Sharks. Yeah, I found that. I used to watch this a lot when I was a kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. Like, what the hell? Who's thinking about Street Sharks now? What happens if they decide to make Street Shark stuff again?
Right.
This comic cost me $1.50, maybe. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, so I got all these Married with Children's, right? And I looked it up, and there's like, what is it, like 2 runs of 7 issues, basically. Like 2
really?
runs. And then there's 2 smaller runs. I might be wrong about this, but they're like 4-parters. And then there's like a Kelly Bundy special thing. I have about half of everything ever printed for Married with Children.
That's so cool, man.
And Azores was talking with me, and he said he'd keep an eye out for me. Well, he sends me a message a couple of weeks ago where he found this one online on what was it? Reggie Collects, which I know he's like on YouTube and stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's awesome too.
Yeah, and so this was $5, and it's like great condition. Every one of these Kelly Bundys have a centerfold poster of her.
Wow.
And all the ones I have the poster.
That's awesome.
Yeah. There's a couple of those that aren't in that great condition. I didn't realize it when I got them, but there's a couple of them that, like, when I took them out of the sleeves, they were ready to come completely off their staples. But they're just so freaking rare that I'm just glad I have them.
Yeah, right.
But
well, like,
go ahead.
Well, like, with a book like that having a poster in it of her and having it still inside is like
I have
insane
4 of
right
them.
there. That's so cool.
I have 4 of them. All 4 have her poster.
That's awesome,
But
man.
this one right here is in the best. I think the best can either the best or right even with maybe the second best out of all these. So $5. It's super rare. I
Yeah,
mean, come on, man. Like,
those are hard to
but
find.
yeah, I love the show. You know, I mean, it was just a great show. So
Right.
that's the kind of stuff there that I mean. Do you have anything you want to show that's like um, really, really unique like that? Do you have anything on hand that you could show? Like it's just not your normal comic fair?
Well,
Anything?
I don't think I have anything on hand too much, but one of my things is I like to collect the holiday ones. Like there's like some old holiday ones of Batman. There's some holiday ones for Superman, Mickey Mouse, like all holidays. It's cool.
I have something cool to show. I don't know if you're into like anime or manga or anything, but like I like all that kind of stuff too. Like
Yeah.
not like super hardcore. I know people that really go into that, but like I mean, I love like Dragon Ball and stuff. Like you can see behind me, like
Right.
that right there. If you look on the wall, that is the original Japanese NES Dragon Ball game. I got
Is it really?
and I found it in a bargain bin for 300 yen,
Which is how much?
like $2.60.
Dude, that's awesome. That's so cool.
And it goes for like 20 bucks on eBay.
Yeah, right. So,
I just found it, so it's still wrapped in like plastic and everything.
that's
But,
so cool.
Anyway, the reason why I brought up Dragon Ball is because you like the holiday stuff. A friend of mine, when I got into collecting comics again, it's so crazy. When just telling my friends and stuff, hey, I'm getting into comics again, people started dropping comics on me, giving me free shit.
That's so cool.
I've had 3 different people give me free comics in the last 2 months.
Nice.
But my one friend dropped all these Dragon Ball Z comics on me, and here's a holiday one.
Oh, that's cool, man. Nice.
So what's great about this is one of these covers that like this doesn't happen in the anime at all. This is like something
right.
only in the comic.
That's so cool, man.
So yeah, stuff like that I think is really, really cool. I got another one like that too. I like a lot. This right here, this cover, to me it's special because the artwork. This didn't happen in the show. It didn't happen in the story. It's just a what if thing, like a random like these characters never dress like that. You know, it's just like everything. I think that's really cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so that kind of thing. Do you have any holiday ones nearby that you can show?
Hold on one second. Let's see what I can whip up.
I have breaking news.
I've got one right here.
I have breaking news. I need to interrupt.
Okay, cool.
Eddie Van Halen dead at 65.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man.
My mom just texted me and let me know. So you heard
That's
it
horrible,
first, folks. So if I go again, come here because I've got all the inside scoop.
Dude, that's so crazy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, this
What you
year
got
sucks. All right, so I grabbed this for like $1. Hold on.
Oh,
there we go.
What
That's
in
a
the
super
world?
Yeah. I found it for $1. I didn't have a clue at all what the heck it was, but it's actually an import from the UK and stuff like that. And inside it's all black and white and all that stuff, and it was just awesome to hook up with.
Yeah,
cool.
so it's like
I was
Batman
like, wow.
just killed Santa Claus, or is Batman defending Santa Claus?
I think Santa was shot, and he's trying to find out who shot him. And I'm not sure exactly what happened.
So I have a unique one here to show. Another friend of mine dropped a shitload. He literally doubled my collection in one swoop, like for real. And I bagged and boarded all these. Um, some of them were in great condition. Some of them were just None of them were horrible.
Yeah.
There's only one that's kind of bad. And actually, my very first Silver Age comic was in that batch. So.
Oh, cool.
Because all I got's modern stuff and a little bit of bronze. But this right here is a Compliments of Radio Shack, Superman and Wonder Woman.
Dude, yes. I have a couple of those. I don't have them on me, but they're so awesome to hook up with.
Yeah.
They're so cool.
Free. My friend just dropped it on me. Like, and so that's really cool. He gave me a bunch of Superman, which I had no Superman, which I've never been a big Superman fan.
Yeah.
Like I liked him in like the Super Friends show, like we were talking, but I've never really gone down the Superman route,
Yeah, I haven't really.
But my friend dropped a bunch on me, and I'm gonna force myself to read a bunch because I want to physically read a comic. Like I want to sit down and read,
Oh yeah.
That's kind of the main driver there. But going back to the movies thing, that's what I was going to get to. Now brace yourself. I didn't tell you this before we went on the stream, because I wanted your reaction to be caught on this live thing. All right. I have never seen any MCU movie except for Black Panther.
Really?
Nope.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
wow. Dude, you got to. Dude, they're wicked awesome to watch. They're fun.
So here's the reason why. And I actually have a good reason why.
Yeah.
So my good reason why is, we talked about the guy that I met who was talking about, hey, it's going to be Iron Man, it's going to be Thor and all that kind of stuff. Oh, hey, Mitchell. Shout out to my friend Mitchell down here. Yeah, ask Jason. Okay, cool. Tell Jason that I'll buy. Yeah, so Mitchell, I don't know if you were on here a minute ago, but did you see the Street Sharks comic? Because I know you like Street Sharks too. I was just telling Al here that I don't collect anything, but like I used to have a bunch of Street Sharks action figures. And Mitchell, who's down in the chat, loves toys. So I gave him all my Street Sharks toys.
Nice.
But here's Street Sharks comic that I got here.
That's cool.
Cool. So yeah, but anyway, so I'm not really into comics at the time. I'm not really into anything other than maybe like Star Wars and like video games, stuff like that. But I hadn't really been keeping up with superheroes or anything comic book-esque really, right?
Yeah.
So they start coming out with the Iron Man and the Thor and all that stuff. And I just wasn't ever a big Iron Man fan.
Yeah.
So I didn't go see it.
Yeah.
Right? And then they come out with Thor, and I thought Thor was okay. I like him here and there, but not enough to go to the movies, especially $10 a ticket at the time. It's worse now. So I didn't go see it. And then they're still doing Iron Man, Thor, and then they do Captain America, and I'm like, okay, I had one Captain America comic when I was a kid. Never been a Captain America fan. I don't even remember seeing Captain America in anything other than that 90s movie that was god awful.
Oh gosh, yeah.
TNT when I was a kid. That movie and his crossover episode in the Spider-Man animated series.
Yeah.
Like that's my only exposure to Captain America. So I'm like, okay, you guys are doing these big budget movies, but you're not doing the characters I like. So by the time they started doing stuff I like, I never saw them. I felt like I was too bad. I'm like, oh, I'd love to go see Spider-Man, but I've got 15 other movies I have to watch first.
Right.
So
true.
I do plan on watching them all, actually, and probably in the near future.
Yeah, right. Well,
and I haven't seen any of the DC movies either.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's why. See, I love Batman, but the trailer for Suicide Squad really turned me off to not want to see it.
That movie was horrible, man. Like, I was all freaking hopped up to see it. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be sick. I watched it on a Saturday that I was out and about, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm out. it's right there. I hopped in and I saw it, and I was like, dude, this sucked so bad. I was in there for over an hour and whatever the heck it wasn't stuff, and I walked out and I was like, what did I just watch? Like, it made absolutely no sense at all. It was just stupid.
Well, see, the thing that got me was, and it's funny that my buddy Mitchell's in the chat because I know he likes that movie now, but at the time when it came out, when the trailer came out, I remember him going, "What have they done?"
Right? I know.
And see, the thing with the Harley Quinn thing bothered me because she doesn't, from the little bit I've seen, I haven't seen the movie. Oh, hey, CBA's here.
Oh, sweet. Hey, CBA.
Oh, hold on, man. Hey, so CBA, just a quick pause to address your thing. I actually like Captain America now. Sith Lordley recommended a comic to me. It was the Origin of Captain America reprint. I picked that up and read it a couple months ago, and it really broke the ice to me. And I know
cool.
that I actually like him now. So
yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So cool. But thanks for your recommendations, though.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I have something I want to
I love it
too. But anyway, so like when they were coming out with the Suicide Squad thing, and I saw the trailer, I'm like, none of this makes me think of Harley Quinn. What it makes me think of is, do you remember, or are you aware of, there was a game on PlayStation 3, I believe, called Lollipop Chainsaw?
I heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it looked like they literally just wanted to have Harley Quinn be the Lollipop Chainsaw cheerleader girl.
Right.
Like if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Conan the Barbarian comic. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind getting that, man. Mitchell, yeah, just we'll talk after the stream, and I will see what Jason has because I'm interested.
That's pretty.
But yeah, so I mean, obviously, I'm gonna go see the Batman movie that they're making right now because that looks phenomenal.
It looks wicked cool. Yeah, it looks wicked dark. It's just gonna be, hopefully, it's gonna be dark as hell and awesome.
I think it's gonna be good. Yeah. But I really want to see the Wonder Woman, and so like Liz and I are talking about going because I guess they delayed the Wonder Woman 1984 to Christmas.
Yeah. Hopefully, anyways. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah. By the way, Mitchell, I know sometimes you and I go to the movies when I come down for Christmas. If you want, you and Sarah can come see Wonder Woman 1984 with us. So we were going to ask you about that. It's funny that I'm asking you on this live stream, but anyway, yeah. So Liz and I were going to watch. We were going to watch the first Wonder Woman sometime between now and then because it looks good. Honestly,
it is really good. Yeah,
I think it looks fine.
It's really good.
I heard that Justice League wasn't any good.
I didn't like it either.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested in the Flashpoint thing that they're going to do.
Hopefully it's good, yeah.
Because like I've never read Flashpoint, but like I know it's
it's cool, yeah.
That actually brings me. I actually skipped a little part of what's that? What if an infinity gem could be used in a lightsaber? Oh, that's an interesting question.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, well, I guess it would depend on who has it.
Yeah, right. Oh man, that'd be crazy.
An important piece of my history with comics. There's a Barnes and Noble in my home city that I love. I've been to other Barnes and Nobles around the country, and none of them compare to this place. I don't know why. I hate my home city, by the way. It sucks, right? There's nothing that great there, right? But the Barnes and Noble there is really awesome. It's a 2-story Barnes and Noble, and it just has some special aura about it. But I have read so many books in that place, you know, like from the time I was like 12, 13, all the way up into adulthood several times over. When I was in my early to mid-teens, there was, and a little bit later on, like 1922, also that time, I caught up on a lot of comic book stuff that I hadn't read by picking up those like omnibuses and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So I read like a ton then. So most of my comic book knowledge, and Mitchell will tell you here too, he says Aquaman is dope. I don't know.
Aquaman was really
I've heard
good.
both
Yeah.
ways, man. I've heard it's great. I've heard it's not good. But he'll tell you because I know Mitchell's read a lot at that Barnes and Noble also. That I've put away books there, but a very large chunk of like what I know about Marvel specifically has come
Yep.
from like reading that stuff there. Not to mention like growing up with the cartoons and the reading the comics and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, hey, Steve's back.
Steve's
Yeah, we
back.
got
Yep.
CBA in here now too. That's really cool. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh wait, CBA also said you first have to see Wonder Woman's entrance in Superman versus Batman. The movie sucks.
That's true.
I've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah,
that.
that's true. Yeah, that's
I've
true.
seen the clip of that. See, I've seen
Yeah.
some like okay, so like that's another thing. I had this conversation with someone because I saw a few clips from Batman vs Superman. Like I saw part of their fight scene where he uses the gas on Superman.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, so a lot of people were saying, okay, was he using Scarecrow's gas or was it just like a gas form of kryptonite, right?
Yeah.
So I looked into it. All right. There actually is a Justice League comic. I don't know the name right now, but I looked into it after I saw that scene where he straight up uses Scarecrow's fear toxin on Superman.
Oh, nice, dude.
So it has to be. It had
to have been. Yeah.
Yeah, like because he tells him, he goes, "You're about to know what true fear is."
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah.
See, the only problem I had with Batman versus Superman was Lex. The guy was horrible. Like in my
He's like Kingpin and Daredevil.
yes, yeah, right, yeah. Like my opinion of him was he was trying to make him almost like the Joker was, you know.
Oh, really?
It was really odd. It was weird. Because like the Lex in the comic books and such, he's smart, you know. He's not like what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But Eisenberg kind of made him a little nuts, you know what I mean? Well, it was weird. So other than him, it was pretty solid, I thought anyway. But
I thought
Eisenberg
the
was just horrible.
Stuff that I saw looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, just a moment to pause here. We got 4 people watching. I want to shout out to everybody who stuck around, has been watching. Thank you, CBA and Azores, and welcome back, Sif, and my buddy Mitchell, and my wife popped in earlier. I'm not sure if any. I'm thinking some other people came that just didn't comment.
Maybe, yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah,
no, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we're coming up on the 1 hour mark, so we can go for. Are you good to go for a little bit longer, or?
I'm all set. Yeah, I'm good, man.
Good. Yeah, I want to make sure. So I have something really cool to show you. If you remember, I was asking you a while back about Zatanna.
Yeah.
So I have something cool to show off. Actually, let me show something else off real quick, too, unrelated to Zatanna. So I'm going to upload a video of an unboxing I did pretty soon. I filmed it like a week or so ago, but I actually got 2 that Spider-Man booth mystery boxes.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah, and I unboxed it in there, but I have something because it's relevant to our conversation that I wanted to show off real quick. That was in it.
Captain America, the white one. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
And it looks pretty solid.
I told you guys before that I had never gotten a Virgin variant.
Mm-hmm.
I got my very first Virgin variant.
Oh, nice, dude. That one's solid, too. That's cool. Captain Marvel, right?
Yeah. It's got She-Hulk in the background, a Black Panther.
Yeah. That's a solid one.
So, yeah, I was really happy. Just tune in. I don't know when I'll get that video uploaded, but I do have it filmed, and it's just me unboxing those 2 boxes. And I was happy with what I got. I do recommend that Spider-Man booth. I like it.
Nice. All right, cool.
So anyway, we were talking about Zatanna because she's a character I've always seen like in the background of things, right? But I never really knew much about. Like I remember her crossover in the Batman animated series.
Yeah.
And I know she's been in Justice League stuff, and I never watched it, but I saw that she was in the Smallville show.
Yeah. I didn't like. I probably like. I watched Smallville for probably up to season number 2, I think it was, and I was like, it's all right, but
Well, see, and I know
eh.
I know that Steve's not gonna like what I'm about to say about this, but I cannot watch any of those CW DC shows.
Yeah.
I know Steve used to watch it. Something stopped him. I don't know. Maybe if you want to pipe up and like let us know why you stopped watching
Right.
it. Like some of the clips that I've seen of that show are so god awful that like the Japanese in the 1970s were making better monster movies than like the DC CW. Like,
I don't know.
Like I watched like the Crisis of Infinite Earths where they're fighting like the Anti-Monitor.
Yeah, I didn't watch that yet.
Horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I tried to watch Arrow and it was okay.
So,
but in yeah, it was okay. But nothing that I was like, oh yeah, it's time for the Arrow show. You know, it was just like, if I see it, I see it. If I don't, I don't. You know, it wasn't a real big deal.
Yeah. There was nothing about the appeal to me. The worst thing I saw was because I tried because like I said, I'm just now getting into DC, man. Other than like watching Super Friends and liking Batman, it's really been like the last 6 months that I've actually started liking DC stuff. And man, I watched a bunch of clips and I'm like, this is god freaking awful. Like whenever the one chick, Alice or whatever, like takes off Hush's bandages.
No,
I don't know if you've seen this, Al, but it's terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, Hush is an awesome character. Right?
Yeah.
I hate that the very first live action version of Hush is from that freaking show. Okay?
I know, man.
Basically, they unmask him and he looks at a freaking magazine cover with Bruce Wayne on it and he goes, "You made me Bruce Wayne." And I'm like, oh my God. Like, and why has Hush got other people making his surgeries? Like, isn't that what he does? Like,
yeah, right.
He
Yeah,
does his own surgeries.
Dude, that's so crazy. I didn't see that. Thank God I missed it.
Jesus. Anyway, so back to Zatanna. See, and I keep telling my friend at work that I talk with this stuff about, I keep telling him because he hates that too. He's like, you ever notice how the people you see with like the CW shirts always have like Cookie Monster pajama pants on?
Oh, man.
Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy, man. But CW, they went way off the edge a long time, even without the DC stuff. Like they just something happened. But
yeah,
I keep telling him, I'm like, man, the sooner they can just cancel all that shit, then the sooner we can get like an actual series. Like, how great would it be to have like a full on like Batman series like The Mandalorian?
Oh yeah, man.
Can you imagine like if it had the production quality of The Mandalorian, but it was like Batman straight up?
I know, it'd be so cool. And like there's so many options to have it. So I mean it would be like insane. Like there's so much Batman content. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I know. They could start it from any point they want.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So anyway, so we're talking about the Zatanna thing, and Steve really recommended, and I'm going to get these, but I wanted something a little more. See, I can't get into a character that's just like, hey, this character's already established. Like I like to, when I'm getting into something new, I want to get the origins, right?
Yeah.
So, like, Steve recommended me to get into Secret Wars for Captain America, but I'm like, it's not his origin story, so I don't want to start with that. Like, let me read something that's like which version, which incarnation of Captain America should I look at, right? So like I got the Captain America origin one, and then eventually I'll read Secret Wars. But Zatanna, he recommended Justice League Dark from the New 52. That's what he was recommending. And I'm like, okay, but again, I want to start something with her serious. So I started looking into it, and A lot of people were, and actually, to be honest with you, I don't even know if the thing that I'm holding right here that I'm about to show is her origin, but it's the thing that I've had recommended to me the most. And this is really cool. Steve knows I got this about a week or so ago, and I got it from the most unexpected place. There is a store near me. I won't say the name of it because somebody told me something. Who was it? Was it you, Azores, or was it Steve who told me somebody was talking shit on a stream, and then the owner of that store started like posting all over their social media crap, like because they didn't like that they talked about the.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Yes, CBA, and Steve recommended me to get into Court of Owls, and I do have the hardbacks of Volume 1 and Volume 2 here. Court of Owls, City of Owls.
Yeah.
I read those like a month ago. Love them.
That one, yeah.
So anyway, I wanted to get like an omnibus of Zatanna. So you probably already know what this is.
Oh, yeah,
Paul Dini, who's like the Batman animated series main writer.
Yeah.
And he did a lot of Batman comics too in the 90s.
It looks really nice.
But he did Zatanna a lot. He did a whole run. Now, what's cool about this is this omnibus came out in, I think, 2017. It only did one print run, and they're really hard to get now. I was looking for them. Yeah, you like that? Yeah, I know it's amazing. I'll flip through and show some artwork in a minute.
That's wicked beautiful, man.
But I love Paul Dini, right? And so I knew that it was going to be good. This is an omnibus. This is everything that Paul Dini did of Zatanna, but it also has comics of other people that Paul Dini said were essential Zatanna. Basically.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so it's like
nice.
He put all of his stuff and all the recommended stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I want to get this. So I start looking online. I start looking in shops. I'm finding damaged copies of this damn thing for like $70 and $80.
Yeah.
Okay, like
I bet.
If I wanted it like brand new, like wrapped, it would be like $100 or more, 120.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So the store that's near me, it's not the one I was talking about earlier. It's a little bit further away. I don't like this place. Okay, and there's a reason for that. It is a very, very, it's a trade. It's super thick. It's a very, what do you call it? Pretentious store. It's not a comic shop. They sell a lot of stuff. All right.
Yeah.
And they have a comic section, which, to be fair, has a very good selection. They do have really good stuff. But I went there once a couple months ago, and it's just so pretentious. I've been there before a few years ago for other things, and it's just so pretentious, right? But I went there like a week or two ago. I'm like, I'm gonna give them a chance. I'm gonna go look. So I'm looking at stuff. I'm going through, and I'm like, man, what are the chances that this place has the Zatanna omnibus? I look over at Z's. I see Zatanna and Paul Dini, and I'm like, give me that shit. It's in perfect condition, and it was sticker price, $40.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I think this is the best find that I have probably found since I got back in the game, man. Like, because it's just such. We can look at some of the art here. Like, it's just. I haven't read it yet. I'm gonna start reading it. It's next on my list actually, and that's why I'm glad we show. So it's got multiple artists. Wait, let me get there so you guys can see better. So.
Yeah, and like Kirk's character is just really awesome.
Yeah, it's such a unique character
as well. Yeah, like it's so cool. Like the dark arts and everything like that. It's just really cool.
So yeah, my plan is to read this, and then I'm going to get into Justice League Dark, the new.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah. That
Do you
was
know
really
anything about? Do you know anything about the? What is it? The Rebirth, I guess, where they did the where Wonder Woman's like the leader.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of when exactly that happened. I think it was 2016. No, it was 2017. It happened, and I actually have a bunch of those.
You like them?
Yeah, it was good. It was a pretty cool like turn of her, because like you basically don't really like what's the word I'm looking for? Associate Wonder Woman with like the dark side, you know?
No.
And it was really cool. It was really neat.
Clayton would be one of those, some of those JL dark covers. Yeah, I think they look good. Like I think
Yeah.
it's
He's
a
got
neat,
some nice ones.
yeah.
Some
So
really nice
it
ones.
is definitely on my list as far as the Zatanna stuff goes. The other thing that Azor's recommended that I almost picked up, but I'm like, no, fuck this place. I'm not giving them any more money because I just don't like them. Azor's recommended to me to get what is it? The House of X, Power of X.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
X-Men. He said that's like the place to get into modern X-Men. Like I'm guessing you would second that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they had a copy of that there, but I'm like, wait a second. No, it's not any cheaper than anywhere else. I've seen it before. Like right now I'm here for Zatanna because, and I'm like, you got my money there because like
it's hard to get it.
It had to have been sitting on the shelf from the original print and just nobody bought it, right?
That's so cool. Lucky you, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Shout out to those that know about Amalgam Comics. Wait. What is Amalgam Comics? Do you know what that is, Al?
No, I don't know what that is.
Do I have something of that here? Hold on a second. Entertain them for a second while I'm going. Let's see. Oh, God, I got so much stuff here now that it's getting ridiculous. I mean, I've probably read like a fourth of what I have now, but I've still got so much to read and I'm still buying stuff. Oh, yeah, Mitchell, you'll like this. I picked up a Muppet Babies comic for 50 cents.
That's cool.
Mix of DC with Marvel, CBA. Yeah. I do have some amalgams here. Hold on a second. Yeah, you're right about that. Dude, we got people in the chat that know about shit that we don't, man.
I know, it's cool. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. I've got. Hey, got one.
Yeah, hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay, cool. I am digging in 2 short boxes. I have some more of those. That's really awesome, Mitchell. You brought that up, man. Because I wouldn't have thought to bring that up in this broadcast. I have another one here, too. Where the hell? Here we go. So CBA, do you like the amalgam stuff, or is it just kind of a whatever thing? I haven't read those. Those are ones that my friend dropped on me. Two guys digging through boxes.
Yeah, I forgot all about amalgam.
And I didn't know what the hell it even was. Like,
this is the one I got. Spider Boy.
Spider Boy?
Yeah.
Huh. I have another one in here, but what the hell is it?
I forgot all about that. The Spider Boy.
Really random, man. Like,
right.
I mean, that's like digging about. He says, "I don't own them, but I wish they would do more." Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that'd be really awesome.
We can get into some theoretical shit. I actually have something funny about that, man. Oh, here's one. X Patrol.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I think there's actually one more because that's not even the one I was thinking I had in here. But hopefully let's see if I can find it.
The Doom Patrol mixed with X-Men, that's pretty sick.
Oh, shit.
I think this is the only copy I have.
Maybe I don't have another one here, but I could have swore that there was another one here that I was like, what on earth is this? Oh, yeah, here. That's the one. Thorion.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, these are all comics that a friend just dropped on me a few weeks ago.
Oh, neat, man.
Yeah, like I said, half the stuff I have, almost half, is stuff that people just gave me free. I'll eventually read it all, too, because that's like That's what I'm gonna do. Is like I did with those stories. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Dark side mixed with Thanos, huh?
Yeah.
That'd be wicked cool.
Also,
I'll have to
yeah.
look into that one for sure. That'd be wicked cool. The dark side and Thanos.
Yeah, that's weird stuff. But as far as speculation stuff, not speculation. I don't want to lead somebody down the wrong path here.
Right.
But like theoretical stuff, when you talk about crossovers, my buddy at work and I were talking a while back about an awesome crossover. We were talking about what Spider-Man villain would be the best in Batman's universe, and what Batman villain would be the best in Spider-Man's universe. So what would you say for those two?
Oh God. Oh man.
We came up with some good ones.
I'd say Batman villain for Spider-Man. How about Bane?
You think so?
Yeah, that'd be cool. He could, you know.
Yeah.
And for Spider-Man, Spider-Man going in the Venom.
Oh yeah, symbiote. Have a symbiote in Batman's universe.
That would be pretty sick. That would be pretty
two
cool.
we came up with that we talked about was for the Spider-Man universe. We thought either Clayface or because he would fit perfect in that universe.
Yep, that'd be pretty cool.
Clayface or Poison Ivy, because there's nothing like her in the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah, that's true too. That'd be pretty cool too.
But the cool one that we came up with for the Batman universe, Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
Because imagine Bruce Wayne competing, Oscorp and Wayne Enterprises
rich. Yeah,
competing, right? And then they don't realize it, but they're also fighting as Batman and Green Goblin.
That's true, man. That'd be wicked cool. That would be pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
I think that would be the way to go with that. I actually I love reading in general, but I'm an amateur writer myself. I didn't bring this up on here. It's been brought up in later videos, but I didn't bring it up because I wanted to keep the focus on like comics and stuff. But like I wrote a novel a few years ago that I self-published and everything. And I wrote that, but then I started getting into a couple years ago with an illustrator I met online, a webcomic. So I actually run a webcomic where I write, I create the characters, I do the stories and everything. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah,
nice,
so
man.
if you're interested in that, check it out because it's completely free to read. It's called Giving the Devil Her Due, and it's on Webtoons. And if you like it, we have volume 1 of it in physical.
Oh, cool.
So it's like a hardback.
Yeah.
Well, it's not hardback. It's a trade book like that. But
yeah.
I tell everybody this: don't get it if you're offended by religious humor because it's very sacrilegious. I mean, it's not like horrible. I mean, there's a few things in there, whatever. But I mean, the idea is that basically the devil's a chick and she's not evil, even though everybody thinks she is, and that the character that is claimed to be God isn't really God, but he's the evil one.
Oh, nice.
So that's
a nice little spin.
Yeah. So that's that. But yeah, Giving the Devil. This is volume 1. We just got prints of it. It says on here not for resale because this is my proof copy. Yeah, but you can buy it on Amazon. It's on Amazon. Eventually, we're gonna have cheaper versions of it made. This is a premium one because it's all that I could get made at the time. I'm trying to find a printing press that does cheaper trades. I know they exist because when I made my novel that I wrote, I shopped around and everything. But full color comics, it's really hard to find someone who will do a cheaper. That basically everyone wants to go premium. So but I mean, this is very, very high quality. I could pop it open and go through it, but yeah. So this is volume 1, and we started on volume 2 recently, but we're getting kind of slowed down right now. But yeah, so.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, basically, it's a topsy-turvy world thing where the devil's not evil and it's not even God. It's a being that's claiming to be God that isn't really God. But
that's cool.
Anyway, So I don't recommend it for anybody that's offended by religious humor, but if you're into that sort of thing, it's very niche like that. If you like, I don't know if you're into things like Faust or anything. Do you know what Faust is?
No.
So it's like a story from the 15th century where like this guy basically makes a deal with the devil that the devil has to give him everything that he wants. And he says, okay, at the end, he goes, at the end of your life, you have to give me your soul. And he goes, okay, but only if you satisfy me with everything I want. So he goes through his whole life with everything he wants. And at the end of his life, he says, it's time for the soul. And he goes, no, I knew that I'd never be satisfied. So he dies and goes to heaven anyway.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right?
So so this, what I tell people, if you're into, if you like niche stuff like this, this is, it's Faust meets Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Like seriously, I was heavily inspired by Calvin and Hobbes because no one but him can see her.
Oh, so, cool, man.
Yeah.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, so that's my pet project that I've been working on a couple of years. And we're going to do 3 volumes of this. So volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. But the web comic is totally free to read. It's on Webtoons. Check it out.
Webtoons. Yeah, we'll check that out, man.
Yeah. So, yeah. There's that. Do you have anything else you want to show? Anything that comes to mind? Do you have any Zatanna?
I do not have any Zatanna. I do not. Not offhand, anyways. I know that. I don't really know if I have anything to show. I mean,
that's fine. If you don't have anything that comes to mind, I just didn't know if you thought of anything. Like, I have a few other cool things here that, like, because I really like the random shit. Like, I don't know, Mitchell, were you in here earlier when I was showing the Married with Children comics? Because I know you like Married with Children. Got a bunch of Married with Children. But I got this here at Tunes and Toys in California. Betty Page.
Oh, yeah, right?
It's the Halloween edition of Betty Page's comics.
That's amazing. Cool, man.
Betty Page is my favorite pinup. She's like the anti-Marilyn Monroe. It's awesome.
Right. No, it looks really cool. I like the holiday thing, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You like that holiday stuff. I might have something else here like that. What do I have here? Something that'll blow. Plot twist. She turns out to be a stand. What? What on earth do you mean? Hold on, I got something really unique here that I'm trying to flip through. Oh yeah, well, like this stuff here, like Roadrunner.
That's cool. Yeah.
See, I like all that kind of stuff, man. Like these really off the wall, Muppet Babies and Roadrunner, and I'm really trying to. Hey, anybody in the chat, if you guys come across I Dream of Jeannie comics from the early 2000s, I'd really like to get those. There are I Dream of Jeannie comics from the 60s, but that is out of my price range.
Oh yeah, I bet, man.
And they're cool and they're nice as a collector. That's fine. But the I Dream of Jeannie ones from the early 2000s seem very modern. Like they seem like a very modern version of I Dream of Jeannie. So I wouldn't mind. So if you guys see those, I wouldn't mind getting some Bewitched comics too. But I think the only Bewitched ones are the 60s. I don't think they've made any sense.
I don't think so. Yeah.
But yeah, if Al or you or anybody in the chat, if you guys run into the early 2000s I Dream of Jeannie, I'd really like those. Just drop me a link on that.
Cool, yeah.
I got this too because I know you knew I liked this, but I really like The Mask, so I picked up some. I got the movie Volume 1. I'm looking for Volume 2. Anybody knows where Volume 2 is? Let me know. I can't find it. This is it's a comic of the animated series.
Yeah. So
I like that. And then my favorite. This was a Grail comic for me. And I actually found it. It's the Mask Return. This is the first time the Mask's girlfriend puts on the mask.
Oh, dude, that's pretty cool.
And this is from the original shit. This is like the really, really morbid, brutal mask.
Right.
Volume 2 on eBay. Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to stay off eBay. I've only bought one thing off of eBay, and it almost made me instantly regret it. I mean, not. Well, I've bought stuff off eBay, but comic wise,
It's so hard.
Well, yeah, man, but like, so here's the deal, man. Those Dragon Ball Zs that I was showing you earlier.
Yeah.
My buddy gave me like that many, dude. Like, he gave me like a full set, and the only issue he was missing from that run was Volume 3. So I wanted to get Volume 3. So I'm looking at every store, and nobody even carries this comic, right? Because it's from the late 90s. It's a very limited print run thing. It's very hard to find.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm going to break down, get it on eBay. So I find a guy on eBay who is actually selling 3 copies of Volume 3 for the same price as 1 copy elsewhere. I'm like, okay, I'll buy it. I'll give 2 copies to friends that I know like Dragon Ball Z, you know? All right.
Right.
They seem in good condition. They were. The pictures, they were in good condition. And I order it, and the damn postal service ruined them.
Oh.
Because when I got them, the package was ripped open, the box was shuffled all over the place, and it was exposed, and there was water damage to the comic. You could tell that like it had sat in water somewhere between.
Oh man.
So I messaged the seller, and I'm like, any chance that these comics were insured? He goes, no, man, but that sucks. I'll refund you.
Oh wow.
He
Nice.
did not have to do that. He was
No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I've got 3 damaged copies of that comic here and not the original. So I'm thinking, okay, this comic's already rare. I'm sitting here with 3 ruined copies of Volume 3. That sucks, right?
Right.
So I decided to give it one more shot, and I ordered one on eBay, and it came, and it was in good condition.
That's really good, though.
So I did get that. The only other one that I've ordered on the internet out of all these comics here is that Married with Children that Azores helped me find. And that wasn't eBay. So,
hey, Sparks Comics, how's it going, man?
Oh, Sparks, what's up, man?
Yeah, Sparks is in here now. I swear.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks for dropping in.
Yeah, thanks everybody. That's awesome.
So yeah, I'm just part of what I see. Here's the thing. I know people say this, but this is true in my case. I would venture to say that I am in this for a reason that 90% of people aren't into it. Like, you got your people who just want to collect, you got your people who just want to speculate, and you got your people who just want to read, right? And then a lot of people float between all of those. I'm in it for like I said, that archivalist mindset kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And comics for me so far, and it's done a pretty good job of it, have been a way for me to just shut off.
Yeah.
And like, I don't even hardly use my phone unless I see something that I think is rare and I want to look on the key collector to see if it is something, you know. Like, but when I want to go to a store, I want to flip through boxes and I want to find something that interests me, pull it out, buy it in cash, and go home and read it.
Yeah, right. Right there on the spot, you got it. Yep.
Yeah, you know, and when somebody's like, it's on eBay, you can get on eBay, go to, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like, that's cool. Like, that's fine. And I understand that works for most people, but it doesn't work for me in most cases. Okay. Like that one there where no matter where I look, nobody even has these. These, and I've just got one to complete the set. That was an exception that I would make.
Yeah.
And no, I don't do Discord. In fact, I want to disconnect even less. But yeah, no, man, it's all about disconnection, really. Spark says, yeah, I collect reads. Yeah, and that's fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. If somebody only wanted to go out, buy a comic, never take it out of the sleeve and flip it, that's fine. You know, that's their thing. But like for me, it ain't even about that, man. It's about the fact that I've got boxes. Dude, like if we got hit with an EMP, I would have hundreds of comics to read.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I freaking love it, man.
Yeah, I'd be all set too.
Up in our yeah, I see what you're saying, man. And I'm telling you, Sith, when you come out here, because I know we've talked before about you coming out and visiting here in Indiana, I would 100% take you to Comic Carnival in Indianapolis. It is, out of all the shops, I've been to 11 stores now that I've been back into comics. Out of those 11 stores, Comic Carnival is their top tier, man. Like, it doesn't get any better than that place. But wait, Comic Book Aesthete said eBay is no substitute for shopping at a well-run comic store. Yes, exactly. And that's something else to be said about the shop I'm talking about, Comic Carnival. It is the cleanest place I've ever been to. And I don't just mean comic stores. I mean, I feel like I'm in the dentist office of comic stores when I'm in there.
That's really cool, man.
You can eat off the floor in that place. It's like all wood floor. Everything's like super nice. It's just a nice store.
Dude. I have a shop that's about an hour away, and it's called the Comic Book Shop, right? Mm-hmm. And I go in there maybe once a year or so because the place is just chaos. Like there's like boxes of back issues with boxes on top of those, and it's like I can't find anything in here. It drives me nuts.
Well, one of the things that Comic Carnival advertises, well, not that they advertise, they don't have a sign saying it, but that they mentioned it like on their social media, and the girl at the store told me that they have 500,000 back issues in the store.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, but it's organized. It's very, very well organized. And I found. I showed you, if you remember, I showed you those Batman Kings of Fear.
Yep.
I had 3 of them. I had volume 1, 2, and 4, but I couldn't find 3, 5, and 6 anywhere.
Oh wow!
And, the only places I found them were at Comic Carnival.
That's cool.
And I really love that store, and I love, like I said, a huge part of this for me is shutting off. I could read comics for free all day on this, but I want to not have that at some time, you know. And I just like going into the store. It helps to have scantily clad women at the comic book store. That's hilarious. Yeah, like I don't know. I like going into the shop. I like to talk to the people there. I like to find physical stuff. Go home, stick it in the box, read it when I'm ready to read it. You know, that sort of thing, and just be totally disconnected. And a lot of this stuff right here, stuff that I wouldn't have even bought until I was right in front of it. Like it isn't a matter of, oh, I want something, let me go to eBay and find it. It was a matter of, hey, I'm in the store. Hey, this is cool. I'm buying it.
Right.
You know.
No.
Like I have a ton of things down here that I wouldn't have bought unless I was right in front of them.
Right. Well, like I like going out and stuff because I can like be in there and say, oh crap, I found this. This is mine now. This is awesome. I got it. This is cool. Where if you're at home, it's just like click it and I can buy it now. You know, it's just like
that's what I'm trying to stay away from.
Yeah, it's not as exciting, you know, like of out there like hunting, like per se. You know what I mean?
Well, it isn't even that. I 100% agree with your point there. But for me, it isn't even fully that. It's that I made comics, anything I do with comics, a separate thing from everything else I'm doing. Like I'm reading the news, you know, I'm doing this and that. I'm looking at stocks and stuff like that. I'm doing all that on the phone and the computer and everything. You know?
Yeah, right.
Comics, I just want to go buy and then read. Like that's just it's just
makes sense. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Oh yeah, Mitchell, I got your text. Yeah, I'll look at that in a second. But yeah, I mean, we'll wrap this up in a few. But one of the things I was going to say, that another thing about the Comic Carnival place that I really like is the girl that works there that helped me find the Kings of Fear books. She's been there for going on 5 years, so that's a good sign. And
yeah, that's nice.
It was her childhood comic store.
Oh,
so the
cool.
fact that it was her childhood comic store and she works there and been there 5 years, to me, that's just a good sign of a great shop.
Yeah, that's wicked cool.
So, anybody in the chat have any questions for me or Al? While we're waiting on that, I'm gonna drop a link to my webtoon comic.
Definitely, yeah. Ugh.
Let's see. Oh dang! Come on.
CBA asks, brunette, blonde, and a redhead. LOL. Yeah. I would go blonde. That's my choice. But don't tell anybody about that. Yeah, I want Al Picknell to open a pack of modern sports cards and pronounce the players' names. I don't have any right now, Seth. So that's not going to happen today.
Brunette, blonde, and a red. Wait, is that a question?
I don't know. Yeah, right.
Oh, wait, this is
What
awesome.
do you prefer?
Hey, let's play a game, Al.
Oh,
Go
God.
find a cover with a blonde, one with a redhead, and one with a brunette. I'm gonna do it too.
I don't have any Archie, man.
No, not all.
Oh, actually, I do. Hold up.
You actually do. Oh, this is awesome. You know, I could show off that Red and Wolf comic that I showed earlier, but I'm going to show stuff that I didn't show earlier. We're going to do that. Wait, look at what you started.
No blonde. No. I got the blonde, a brunette, but no redhead because Archie's not on the cover.
Wait, what do you got? Chuck, you have it?
Not all of them, but I got a blonde.
I don't have one with all three.
And the brunette.
I was going to show in general. Okay, I'm looking for the blonde.
Oh, in general. Okay.
Yeah. I don't have.
I was like, I don't know if I can do that.
We're
A
gonna
redhead.
every time, like somebody in this chat can be a male or it's a female. Yeah, we're not going with that right now.
No redheads.
Oh, I have so many redheads here. It's ridiculous.
Really? You do? Yeah, I don't have any right now. Like right here.
Hold on, I'm about to pull a good one. Oh my God. I actually have one with all three, don't I?
Nah.
Why not?
Blonde and brunette.
Close.
They're my favorite ones right here. That'd be a good sandwich right there.
This is stupid.
I know. I don't have any MJs like right next to me.
Yeah. Okay. All right, here. Are you ready for mine? Do you have three?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and show yours.
Well, I have as the blonde and the brunettes, man. We got Harley and Punchline. Oh,
awesome. Dude, I
gorgeous.
want that actually. Is that the one you were telling me about where they fight each other?
Yeah. Isn't that nice? And some Archies, but without Archie, because I don't know why.
That's funny. Okay, so here's what I have. I have an Archie from Free Comic Book Day.
Nice, sweet.
But that's only to show her. All right, and for brunette, I got Witchblade.
Nice, yeah.
And for redhead.
Poison Ivy. I didn't think of that.
Yeah,
I don't have any around me.
But now that you mention it, I'm going to bring up all the redheads I have, and it's ridiculous, actually.
Oh, actually, here's an MJ right here. With her hair's red, but it's hard to see it.
Yeah, what is that?
That is a Venom 18, I think it is. I think it's Venom 18.
So here, hold on a second. I'm going to bring up the variant.
Yeah, no, it's a Venom 19 exclusive variant.
Dude, I'm
Comics
bringing up
Elite.
all the redheads right now. This is stupid. I don't even know why I have this many with redheads on it. That's ridiculous.
That's funny. What else do we got going on here? Nice one, Al. Thanks, Sparks. I love that cover. It's awesome. Mary Jane Carnage Eyes. Venomized. This isn't the Carnage Eyes one.
I found a blonde that I didn't think of earlier.
Buffy, yeah, right? Nice.
This is awesome, man. This is like this is stupid, but it's funny.
You got this one too.
One more. And this is going to be just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, over here in this pile. Skyline. I don't even know what the hell this is, but.
Okay, are you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
This is all my redhead comics. All right, ready? All right, Poison Ivy.
That's good.
Batgirl and Poison Ivy.
Nice.
Mary Jane.
Yep.
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey too, yeah. Dude, you're crushing this. Wolf Red.
Wolf and Red. Wolf and Red. Wolf Red.
Nice.
That's hilarious. All right, well, we can wind this thing down. It's been super cool.
Yeah, it's been fun, man.
Never been on my channel before. My channel's like 5% comics.
Right.
So don't expect every video to be comics. I'm really just getting back into it. But if you would like to subscribe, that would be awesome. I do other videos. I do travel videos when I travel. I do root beer videos when I have root beer. I'm going to start doing more unboxings. So
that's cool. Yeah, man. That's
comics
awesome.
Not comics. So. Al, cool. Thank you so much for coming on here, man. And
thanks for having me, man. It was fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, I appreciate your recommendations on stuff too. And so
yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah. Chat. I guess no one else had any questions for us that we missed.
No,
just
I don't think
redhead thing like went crazy.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. And Azores, if you're still there, man, you can do one sometime if you want.
Definitely, yeah. He's fun.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll catch you later.
Have a great night, everybody. All right, man. Bye.